Hi guys, it's Tam again. I'm here to do a love reading for air signs, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This is date stamped with today's date, which is March 19, 2019. However, energy is fluid and time is an illusion. So whenever you watch this, it should resonate at the time that you watch it. This is a general reading for 3 signs, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. It will not resonate for every single air sign. Take what you need and throw the rest out. If you have to stretch it like a rubber band, it's not your storyline. I would encourage you to check your natal chart and get your moon, rising, and Venus signs, and you can check the other readings to get a more well-rounded version of your storyline. We've got headspace, heart space, and desired or potential outcome. I've pulled oracle cards. I'm not doing as many cards as I normally do, like I did for the weekly. The bottom of the deck, we got the Ace of Cups and Judgment. So the universe is bringing you a new opportunity for love. With every ending comes a new beginning. Judgment is balancing out the scales. This is an end of a cycle, though. And then you've got the Wheel of Fortune. We're going to get there, but you got the Wheel of Fortune, which is also the end of a cycle. Again, with endings come new beginnings, so we're not going to really focus on that. And then you've got you've got 2 aces here. You've got the Ace of Wands, new and inspired action, and an opportunity for love, a new opportunity for love. So headspace, heart space, desired or potential outcome. Your headspace, we've got the 10 of Pentacles, followed by the 5 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands. The 10 of Pentacles, you may be coming to the end of a cycle because, you know, 10s are endings. And so, before I used to look at the 10 of Pentacles as like a wish fulfillment card. Because, yeah, you want all the riches and you want to amass all the abundance. And it is being abundant. But because 10s are an ending, like the 9 of Pentacles is like, you know, that's always my yes, bitch, yes card. That's like, you know, that card is showing a single woman who's like, you know, she's beautifully dressed and she's got her 9 pentacles of abundance all around her. And for the 10 of Pentacles, it's coming to the end of a cycle. You might have been having or experiencing some kind of financial difficulty. You may be coming to an end of that and starting a whole new cycle of abundance. You may have been feeling left out in the cold. That's what the 5 of Pentacles is. There could have been some financial loss, and that's heavily weighing on your mind. And 7 of Wands is having to you're feeling defensive. You're closed off, but you're feeling like you have to defend your position. I clarified the 5 of Pentacles and got the 5 of Swords. So 5s, you know, 5s are change, rapid change. So there's a change, a shift coming about. And so there's a couple of things here. You may have been feeling left out in the cold by, you know, after having some kind of like petty disagreement, some kind of petty argument. And it may have been in regards to a third-party situation, or, and I say that only because you've got the 3 of Wands here for going into your heart space, and where this is a manifestation card, but you know, when we have more than 1 3 on the board, that might signify a third-party situation, not necessarily a third person, just something that takes away attention from the relationship as a whole. But just with these 3 cards here, it's like, there was some kind of petty argument about a third-party situation that may have you feeling left out in the cold. Yeah. But we are coming to the end of a cycle because we've got the Wheel of Fortune here. We also have 2 cards of the number 2, which, you know, 2s are making a decision. It's balance and whatnot, but we'll get there in a second. Oh, let me move this back. Okay, so tying your headspace and your heart space together, we have the Wheel of Fortune and Temperance. Temperance is the universe trying to balance out the scales, could be trying to balance out this energy of third-party situation and feeling all down in the dumps, right? Temperance is the card also of Sagittarius, so you may be dealing with a Sagittarius. This is also divine timing. It's also about divine timing. It's about being patient, and while being patient while waiting through the divine timing. Trust me, nothing will happen before it's time, and the patience part can get really, really tough. If your heart's in it, you'll do it. Right? We've also, again, the Wheel of Fortune. We're coming to the end of a cycle. Coming into your heart space, we've got the Three of Wands, which is a manifestation card. You're waiting for your ships to come in, feeling like you're having to juggle between work and home life and having to make a decision. Remove the blindfold, stop, see things for what they are, and make the decision that you need to make. And I hear big feet coming upstairs. Children are coming home. In your outcome and your desired outcome, potential desired outcome, you've got the Eight of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles tied to the Hermit and the Hangman. So with the Eight of Wands, this is fast incoming communication. This could also be travel by air. Fast incoming communication regarding love. It's passionate, fiery. This is a card of fire signs: Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. This is passionate, fiery energy that's coming in. And you've got the Ace of Wands. This is new and inspired action. This is new. This is the universe offering you new opportunities. Okay, you see the hand? It's coming out of a cloud. This is the hand of God coming in with new opportunities. But you're sitting here holding on. You're being closed off. You're like, no, I'm worried about my coins. I'm not thinking about love. I'm not worried about love. I'm going to be closed off. I'm going to cover my heart. I'm going to be selfish with my time and my energy because it's all about me. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. I'm just pointing it out. Okay, so tying your heart space and your potential outcome, you've got the Hermit and the Hangman. And with these two cards, this is telling me, I got, who did I just finish doing? Earth signs. Actually got some of the same cards that the Earth signs got. But with these two cards together, this is literally having to take a hard pause to go within and seek the answers that you're looking for. Because right now, this is stagnant energy. The Hangman, there's no movement. There's not a single knight on this board. So there's no movement other than this. This is the only movement. But there's no like real action here. And so this is saying that you need to take time to pause, go within, find the answers that you're looking for, and perhaps come out with a different perspective. With the Wheel of Fortune here, this is literally with all these insta 10, 10. Coming to an end of a cycle of this pettiness and feeling left out in the cold, having to be patient in order to manifest what it is that you truly want, having to make a decision. You're going to need to make a decision. You're juggling right now. You're going to have to make a decision. You're waiting for your ships to come in, but you're going to have to go within to seek the answers. Particularly if this communication leads you to having your head all screwed up, because I don't see the swords of truth here. There's no Ace of Swords. There's no Knight of Swords. There's nobody here with a sword of truth and clarity. We just got some confusion and somebody needing to make a decision. So and you're juggling and having to see things from a different perspective, maybe so that you won't be closed off. Yeah. Okay, let's go right into your oracle cards. First card we have is be honest with yourself. Look into your heart and you will know the truth of the situation. It's safe to admit the truth to yourself, for we will support and guide you through any necessary changes. Lean upon us for courage and the strength to take good care of yourself. Focus only upon your true desires, and they'll come to you upon angels' wings. Let go of your past. Oh, let your past go. The burden of carting your past around has made you weary, dear one. It's time to set this burden down. Keep only the lessons and the love and leave everything else behind. You don't want it or need it, and it's now gone. Word. I have a lot of air in my chart, by the way. I have Gemini in Mars, Venus, Saturn, and 4th house. So I resonate mostly as a Gemini. That really speaks to me. Reward yourself. You've been giving a lot of yourself lately, and it's time for you to receive. Make the time to reward yourself in a meaningful way. This balance of giving and receiving is essential to keeping your energy, mood, motivation, and at a consistently high level. Okay, so we're going to read these. Be honest with yourself. You receive this card as a gentle confrontation because the angels know you've been hiding from your true feelings. You've probably been afraid that if you admitted how you honestly felt, you'd be overwhelmed with feelings and faced with making some necessary changes that you feel unprepared for. Yet the angels assure you that it's healthiest to face the situation with honesty. They will help you with your emotions, relationships, and any support you need to make positive changes. However, the angels remind you to focus only upon your desires and not upon your fears so that you can attract the former and not the latter. The situation will improve when you face it squarely. You deserve better. Trust your own feelings, even if others don't agree. Don't give away your power to others. Avoid getting caught up in the illusion of this is the way it is. Go within so you can see things from a different perspective. Then let's see, reward yourself. Reward yourself. You drew this card because it's time to reward yourself for all of your hard work. Everyone needs rewards, and you're no exception. A treat will boost your energy, mood, and motivation. Invest in yourself and make time for self-care today. Give yourself a much-desired item, trip, or service, and notice your inner child blooms with joy from this loving attention. Take the day off from work today. Splurge on a treat for yourself. Balance giving with receiving. Make sure that you're allowing yourself to receive and appreciate all that you've done. And the last one, let your past go. You received this card because your thoughts and feelings about the past are holding you back. You're repeating a pattern because of unfinished emotions from your past. This card is a sign to forgive and move on, to stop painful patterns. It doesn't mean that you need to be with the person you've forgiven. It simply means that you've let the toxic feelings go in exchange for peace. Approach a new situation or relationship with positive expectations. Avoid routines. Speak to a counselor or support group. Forgive those who've hurt you. Forgive yourself. The worst is now behind you. Keep your thoughts about this situation high and bright. And the last card is Unfinished Symphony. I don't think I've ever drawn this card before. Unfinished Symphony. And this is a 10 card as well. Completions. Lots of completions. Unfinished business, an incomplete lesson, lack of closure, the need to make amends. Let me put these two together over here. Just let your past go and unfinished symphony. This is a time to tie up loose ends as you near the completion of a cycle or project. Ending of a cycle. Completion of a cycle or project. Mastery of lessons or skill. Before you move forward, it's important that you come to terms with where you are now. Practice radical acceptance. Take inventory so that emotional and Take inventory so that emotional and psychological closure can occur and the answers you seek will be found. You can't move forward if you're leaving things unfinished. Reflect on what is past so that the symphony can finally end on a high note. Moving on is difficult when love lingers. Things are left unsaid and you haven't had the opportunity for closure in your relationship and in your heart. You can still feel bound up in relationships when closure is denied you. It's important to achieve this for yourself. Write that letter, make that call, have that conversation over a cup of coffee. For peace of mind, accept matters as they are, make amends if need be, and declare your feelings, even if only to yourself. Be clear about what was left unresolved and close the door on the past so you can set yourself free. Only then can new love blossom. Make sure you complete projects now before starting new ones. Perhaps you've created something special that will increase your sense of abundance and bring you opportunities for wealth. However, if you don't see it through, it won't add up to anything but more clutter. Now is the time to put your nose to the grindstone and complete the tasks that have accumulated. Pay your bills, sign the documents, do your filing, hand in assignments, complete the work of art. Tie up loose ends so you can move forward with surety. Know that you're on the prosperous path and feeling refreshed and excited about the future. When unfinished business casts a shadow over your life, it is a reminder that procrastination is a form of self-sabotage. It is not in your best interest to stall. There's no activity with this guy. Even stumbling forward is better than holding back. Don't overthink things or let yourself get distracted. Just tie up any loose ends and deliver the results. Don't quit before the finish line. Spirit wants you to win. This is a really good reading. You know what? I'm feeling a little bit compelled to pull one of these postcards from Spirit by Colette Baron Reed. I really like these cards. They look like real postcards. They're like really heavy cardstock. And here's like little messages on both sides actually. Air signs: Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You are divine beauty. Dear you, the simple yet powerful law of cause and effect means everything in relationship. Every action on earth has a consequence, and even in the spirit world, there's a consequence for every action taken on your behalf. Right now, you're facing conditions that were set in motion by past decisions. Consequences are coming into being in your favor. They will remind you that making good choices and listening to your intuition pay off. If some things are a little off and uncertain, know that whatever you're facing, you can step beyond it just by using your imagination and acting on that instead. Instead of reacting to what was being presented. Yeah, that's kind of like the theme of Mercury retrograde. When things circle back around to you, to see if you've learned the lesson, to see if you're going to respond the way that you used to respond, or are you going to respond like a grown-up, like with the tools that you have right now. Everything you think and do has far-reaching reverberations in the web of life. Move to higher ground and have faith that what goes around comes around. The universe is always self-correcting anyway. Isn't that amazing? How we adore you. This is actually a solid reading. You got a lot of good stuff going on. A lot of mirroring. This mirrors the air sign reading, really mirrored the earth sign reading. You've got a lot of the same cards, but you've got new beginnings coming with these endings. You've got new beginnings and you've got endings. With the end of cycle, don't look at it as a bad thing. I mean, let's see, 3, 5, 5, 7, 8, 7, 7, 5, 5. Not a whole lot of numerology signs. I mean, 5s are change and 2 decision balance. Yeah. Like, I'm looking to see if there's anything else that stands out. There really isn't. It's kind of straightforward. But with the head space and the heart space, I mean, I'm glad to see that you're not all in your head. I don't have the the 8 or 9 of swords, which I'm happy to see that, you know, nobody's having those kind of problems. But this situation here, this like a little pettiness and feeling left out in the cold. It could be again some kind of disagreement in regards to a third party situation. But this is the end of the cycle. So if there is a third party situation going on, you may be at the end of that cycle as well. Oh, this was here. This was here. No, these were here. Yeah, you're at an end of a cycle. So you're waiting for your ships to come in, but you're having to go within to get your answers. There is new beginning here, but you're going to have to change your perspective. Come out of this selfish mode. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just saying it's a good idea. Anyway, I hope that you got some clarity here. If you'd like a personal reading, you can get that information below in the description box. Again, like, share, subscribe. This may not resonate for everybody. Take what you need and throw the rest out. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Thanks.